Hey there, my name's Kristen Mullen. I'm a master's level therapist in Phoenix, Arizona, and the lovely ladies from the Childhood Collective asked me to answer a couple questions from their community. One of those questions is a tough one. It's, how do I talk to my child about going to counseling? Now, the assumption there is that it's not the child that's prompting or initiating this counseling. And to be honest with you, the answer is twofold. It depends on their age. If the kiddo is young and the behaviors are difficult and the emotionality is challenging, and they're under, let's say, 8 years old, honestly, your first step is to just go in and meet with the counselor yourself. We might need to brush up on some skills on managing that and teaching them how to manage their mood as well. The second answer is a little more detailed. One of the toughest situations is when you've got a kiddo who really could use some treatment, really needs to go to counseling, but they really don't want to for whatever reason. They're not crazy, they're not the problem, you're the problem. This is stupid, why do I have to talk to somebody? Am I right? I'm guessing that's where this question really came from. So there's a couple of tips that I have. You could kind of baby step them in that direction. Give them a little ownership by getting onto Psychology Today, and I have a document that guides the process, but get onto Psychology Today, do some search criteria for your age, your area, the age group, problem area, and your insurance, and then stick them on the computer and say, hey, pick one. And then I'll let you know what you should do next. What you're going to be doing is explaining to your teenager that you're just simply trying to find the right person for them. It doesn't mean that they have to go. They don't have to go if they don't want to. But all you're requiring is that they give their stamp of approval for whoever it is. So they will pick somebody out, and then what you want to do is just go for a consultation. Now, I have to warn you, insurance companies don't really go for consultations, so you might have to pay out of pocket for it, but only commit to 30 minutes and tell kiddo, hey, this is kind of, it's kind of your job interview. I think it's important that we all get established with a counselor just like we're established with a doctor, so that you have a go-to person when needed. You rock them in there, and then they give you their thumbs up or thumbs down whether they like that person or not. Now you're in a much better position to get into counseling quickly. I just want to leave you with two more thoughts. Listen, you are going to get the greatest gain from your child in counseling if they've gone out of their own choice. And there are situations where it's important we just strong arm our kid into going when there's a risk to life and a danger to others, things like that. But outside of those extreme exceptions, it's really important that it's their choice. And just knowing that there's a person there, that they're familiar with their room, they know who the person looks like, and they're comfortable with that person will do a lot to help them. And then the second tip there, so that first tip is get that consultation and let your child choose who they're going to go to. And then that second tip is, to be honest with you, if you've got a challenging kiddo, role model it. Go to counseling yourself. Show them that counseling's healthy for everybody.